So I've religiously and systematically have been breaking this shit down for years. I mean, for years. Ever since Colin Cowherd came out with his anti-Tomlin agenda, this Tomlin hating agenda like 4 years ago, after Terry Bradshaw came out and said he's nothing but a cheerleader on the sidelines. I've been pushing this Tomlin narrative for years because we have nothing but spoiled, entitled, privileged little crybabies within this Steeler fan base that sits there in every single game that we lose. They call for this man's head, which is absolutely insane. I mean, I've broken down all the arguments time after time, again after again. 3 playoff wins in the past 9 seasons. Mike Tomlin has more playoff wins in the last 15 years than 19 other franchises in the last 25 years. Mike Tomlin set a record, an NFL record, is down in the NFL history books as the longest running concurrent streak in NFL history without a losing season. So there's no rhyme. There's no reason. There's nothing that you could say bad against Mike Tomlin. This wasn't supposed to be our year. This is a rebuild year. This man had 15 seasons without losing a season. This man has won division after division after division. This man has led this team to 2 Super Bowls and has won 1 Super Bowl. And you're calling for this man to be fired. It's absolutely asinine. It's insane. It's crazy. Our franchise quarterback just retired. We're still paying him money. Actually, he's still on the books getting money right now if you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers salary cap. All right? We're rebuilding. We got a rookie quarterback in there. And we got a makeshift offensive line. We had injuries on defense and had injuries on offense too. So this team has a lot of problems. It's not really a coaching issue right now. It's honestly a personnel issue. And a lot of people are saying Mike Tomlin should be fired if he doesn't get rid of Matt Canada. Mike Tomlin should be fired if he doesn't get rid of Matt Canada. Mike Tomlin is really not in charge of personnel decisions. Mike Tomlin does not have de facto leadership as Bill Belichick. Mike Tomlin doesn't make those type of decisions. Does he have input when it comes to the draft, this and that? Yeah. But honestly, Kevin Colbert, I even done a video like 2 years ago how Kevin Colbert put us in this position while always kicking the cap can down the road, always kicking the cap can down the road, always kicking the cap can down the road to the point where every season we have to release people, we have to get rid of people, we got to restructure contracts to actually even get within the salary cap. So the NFL is a business. It's hard to stay competitive, especially for 15 years straight in the NFL when there's teams. Basically, when you're the team like the Steelers who's winning the division every year, you're pulling one of the hardest schedules every year in the league. That's how the NFL is made up. If you are first in your division, you get the hardest schedule out of the division. And if you're last in the division, you get the easiest schedule out of the division. And not only that, you get the best draft picks out of the division. And the Steelers have been picked within the top 15 since Ben Roethlisberger. Since Ben Roethlisberger was the last time the Pittsburgh Steelers picked in the top 15, unless they traded up for like a Devin Bush or whatever. So, I mean, this Mike Tomlin hate is completely ridiculous. And these people, and I'm even going to go out on a limb here. And all you motherfuckers calling for Matt Canada to get fired. That is another insane, absolutely asinine theory and concept, especially when you have a rookie quarterback who's still learning his way in the NFL, still learning how to run an NFL offense. You want to fire a coach halfway through the goddamn season and make Kenny Pickett, who didn't even have a full offseason, was competing with Mitchell Trubisky and sharing reps in the offseason and training camp with Mitchell Trubisky and Mason Rudolph, who really couldn't, get a full season, full reps within the training camp and within the preseason. You want to fire an offensive coordinator and bring in a new offensive coordinator and expect your rookie quarterback mid-season to learn a whole entire offense, a new scheme, and a new system overnight. That is insane. That is insane. You got to ride or fucking die with the motherfucking ship. This was the plan. This is what we went forward with it. If Matt Canada gets fired after the season, he gets fired after the season, but it doesn't happen mid-season. It happens at the end of the season. We're probably going to fire Matt Canada. And it's not just the offense. Our defense went out there fully healthy against a Cincinnati team who was without Jamar Chase, their elite wide receiver. They were missing 2 offensive linemen, and they had injuries on the defensive side of the ball, and our defense gave up 37 points. Yeah, they forced turnovers. Yeah, the offense could have capitalized better on those turnovers, but this is the highest paid defense in the entire fucking league. You can't go out there and give up 37 points to a division rival in your house, bro. In your house. They came into fucking Pittsburgh and put up 37 on us. So, dude, this shit is not just on offense. It's on defense, too, because our defense has been so inconsistent year in and year out. Last week, they looked like one of the best defenses in the league. This week, they look like one of the worst defenses in the league. Week 1 against Cincinnati, they look like one of the best defenses in the entire goddamn league. And then, we go against the Bills, and they put up, I don't even know how many points the Bills. The Bills just completely embarrassed us, slaughtered us, just put us over their knee and spanked the shit out of us. So it's just not all on the offense. There's a lot of issues on this team going all around. We don't really have a number 1 cornerback on this team. I mean, the defensive line's all right. Our inside linebacker play is not that great. I mean, Miles Jack has been playing all right. Devin Bush is an obvious bust. So that's a big hole right there at inside linebacker. Our defensive line's been hurt all fucking year long, pretty much. We've been rotating guys in and out. Our secondary's been hurt. Minkah Fitzpatrick's been hurt. So there's a lot of problems going on with this team. And to sit there and say that you're going to fire this man after having one losing season out of 14 when he's still on contract. He still has 1 more year left on his contract. That's blasphemy. Mike Tomlin has earned that right to play out his motherfucking contract and steer this ship in the right direction. There's no other way you can put it. There's no other way you can spin it. The man is one of the best coaches in the NFL. The man is going to surpass Chuck Noll in all-time wins. The man has already surpassed Bill Cowher in all-time wins, and he did it faster. The man has surpassed Tony Dungy. The man has surpassed so many Hall of Fame coaches, and he still is not even 50 years old yet. This man can still coach 15 years in the league, and he's about 35 wins away from catching Chuck Noll. Chuck Noll, one of the greatest coaches in history. Yeah, Chuck Noll won 4 Super Bowls. Tomlin's not going to win 4 Super Bowls. Am I saying Tomlin's better than Chuck Noll? No, I'm not saying Tomlin's better than Chuck Noll. But these are the type of coaches that he's in the conversation with. Chuck Noll, Tony Dungy, Bill Cowher, Bill Parcells. I mean, you're talking legends of the game. You're talking immortals. You're talking Hall of Famers who will be immortalized in Canton for the rest of eternity. And that's exactly where Mike Tomlin is going to be, in Canton with all the legends, because that man is a legend, and that man has earned the right to have 1 more season, to bring his rookie quarterback, give his rookie quarterback a full training camp in the offseason as the number 1 guy, ready to go out there and win this shit and take this team and turn this team around. And we got a lot of easy games coming up. Are we going to make the playoffs this year? No. But I don't think this team's going to die. This is really going to be a testament to Mike Tomlin and his leadership to this team when we go up against scrub-ass squads like the Raiders, when we go up against scrub-ass squads like the Carolina Panthers. And this team, even though they know they're not going to make the playoffs, they're still going to go out there and they're going to fucking compete. And I believe that's what Mike Tomlin is going to do. He's going to make this team be prepared and go out there week in and week out and try to compete. Even though it's for nothing, they're still going to compete. They're not going to lay down. They're going to say, we're the Pittsburgh Steelers. We don't give a fuck. We're playing spoiler the rest of the fucking way. So Baltimore, we still got you 2 times on the schedule. So be ready because we ain't going to lay down. We ain't going to frown. We're going to fucking take it to you. Cleveland, we still got you one more time. So you know what? We know your little brother. We're going to knock you off, put you back down to your rightful place in the basement of the division of the AFC North. Let's be completely honest. In Baltimore, we got you. We got you clown-ass Raiders, and we got the Panthers. We got a few other scrubs on the schedule. I can't remember all of them. I think we got Atlanta, maybe. We still got Atlanta. That's a scrub-ass squad right there, too. So I see this team getting 7, 8 wins still, possibly this season. And what? Is that a failure this year for Mike Tomlin after your franchise quarterback of 17 years just retired and we've had a numerous salary cap issues on this team that has nothing to do with Mike Tomlin because he's not a manager. He does not have de facto leadership. That's Kevin Colbert's regime. That's Kevin Colbert's doing all the salary cap decisions, all the signings, all the draft picks. Mike Tomlin might have input, but everything goes through Kevin Colbert. He was a leader. That's how the Steelers run things. They run things from the top down. The general manager has a job. The coach has a job. The quarterback has a job. The running back has a job. The linebacker has a job. Everybody has a job and a role on the team. And Mike Tomlin's role is not management. Mike Tomlin's role is motivating. Mike Tomlin is getting the troops ready and rallying the troops and putting them out on the field every given Sunday and fighting and saying, we're not going to give up. We ain't going to die. We're the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we're here to fucking stay. We're the greatest fucking organization in NFL history. We're America's team, and we denounced that role because the Chiefs said we don't want that because we're the motherfucking Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's we represent Pittsburgh, baby. And Pittsburgh don't say die. We're going to keep on fighting for the rest of the year, and I'm going to keep on watching. I'm going to keep on rooting for my motherfucking squad because it's the Pittsburgh Steelers for life, baby. So we're just going to have to play spoiler for the rest of the year. We might be out of it, but guess what? We can still play spoiler for a lot of you bitch-ass motherfuckers, especially in the AFC North. So get ready, Baltimore, because you think it's going to be easy, but it ain't going to be easy. Because you know it's going to be a dogfight because it always is a dogfight. So, I could keep going over the statistics and the statistics and the statistics. I literally broke this down to where, literally every single argument that has come my way, I've countered it and combated it. I am a Mike Tomlin. I am just schooled in everything there is comes with the Mike Tomlin record. All right. I am an absolute Tomlinist. All right. The man is amazing. Man's one of the best coaches, honestly, in NFL history. The man's going to finish top 10 in all-time wins in NFL history. And them are just the facts, bro. Them are just the facts. You can't deny the resume anymore. As much as you try, as much as you want to turn a blind eye to the resume, you just can't. You can't. It speaks for itself. And all you spoiled little haters that only can say, we've only won 3 playoff games in the last 9 years. Cleveland didn't even make the playoffs for 20 straight years. So this is just spoiled, entitled bullshit that I get from the Mike Tomlin haters. That's all it is spoiled, entitled bullshit that thinks that somehow that the Pittsburgh Steelers, just because they're the Pittsburgh Steelers, are going to go out there and win the goddamn Super Bowl every single year. And that's right, James Lee. Shit ain't sweet, baby. Shit ain't sweet, Baltimore. We still can play spoiler, buddy. We can knock you off. You might think you're going to get one of them number 1 seeds, number 2 seeds. We'll just knock you off, make you have to play a road playoff game, get bounced out early in the playoffs, Baltimore. So you finished last in the division. You're riding high and mighty right now. So it ain't over. It might be over for Pittsburgh, but hey, it is what it is. We got next season and we got Tomlin and we're riding it out with Canada. We should definitely ride it out with Canada. That would be horrible for Kenny Pickett and his development to fire an offensive coordinator halfway through the season and try to make him learn an entire new playbook on the fly. That would be fucking insane to do. Insane to do. That you just ruin your rookie quarterback. Already then you're ruining him because I called Tomlin out. He threw Kenny Pickett into the flames way too fucking early. He threw him in the flames way too early, especially after he fucking co-signed Mitchell Trubisky and said, we trust Mitchell Trubisky. We're moving forward with Mitchell Trubisky. And then after a 10-week, we had a 10-week, we had a Thursday night game and then we went into Sunday. We had 10 days to prepare for that game. You had Mitchell Trubisky as a starter and then you pulled him halfway through the game. And Pickett has been playing okay. He hasn't been playing great. He's been playing okay. He's a rookie. He's not Ben Roethlisberger. He's not coming in, lighting the world on fire. But let's be completely honest. When Ben came into the league, it was a completely and totally and entirely different situation when Ben got drafted to the Pittsburgh Steelers opposed to when Kenny Pickett got drafted to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben came into a situation with a team that its only missing piece was a quarterback. I mean, we had the wide receivers in place, Hines Ward, Plexico Burress, Antoine Randall. We had a stacked offensive line with 3 Pro Bowlers on it and 2 other above average linemen on it. And we had the best defense in the entire league. The best defense in the league. So Ben just had to go in there, turn around, hand it off to Willie Parker, hand it off to Deuce Staley, hand it off to Jerome Bettis. I mean, we had one of the best running games in the league and a great offensive line to protect him. Kenny Pickett's getting thrown into a situation with a bottom-tier defense, bottom-tier offensive line, first-round running back that's only averaging like 3.2 yards a clip, who's been terrible on the ground all year long. I know you Steelers fans don't want to fucking hear it, but Najee Harris is supposed to be the leader of this team. He's supposed to be the leader of this offense. That's why you draft a running back in the first round. Running backs are not like a quarterback. Quarterbacks are like a fine wine. They only get better with age and time. Running backs are prime, primed athletes, beasts, ready to come in as a young beast, a young stud, and take the league by storm. And Najee Harris has just not lived up to that standard. He has not lived up to the Jerome Bettis standard. He has not lived up to the Franco Harris standard. He has not lived up to the Rocky Bleier standard. He has not lived up to the Willie Parker standard. And them are the facts, bro. Them are the facts. He's got to be better. Period. The offensive line's got to be better. The defense has got to be better. The whole team's got to be better. So you people calling for everybody to get fired midway through the season, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. We're going down with the ship, bro. We're going down with the ship. We're going down with the Canada ship. We're going down with the Tomlin ship. We're going down with the Flores ship. We're going down with the Austin ship. And it is what it is. And then in the offseason, that's when you make the tough decisions. That's when you got to make the tough decisions. And Canada is definitely one of the people that should be on the chopping block because this offense is abhorrent. It's despicable. It's pitiful. It's pathetic. But there's a lot of problems going around with this team. And it's not just coaching. It's personnel, offensive coordinator, management, a lot of things. Bad drafts, bad signings, mismanagement of salary cap to where we are now. All right? We got to get our house in order. Got to get the salary cap in order. Got a lot of draft picks going into next season. We're going to have a really good draft pick this season, too. And the youngest offense in the NFL and the highest paid defense in the NFL. We're going to have to make some decisions. We're going to have to make some moves on defense. Probably need a good shutdown corner. If we can get a shutdown corner in the first round and an elite inside linebacker in the first round, that just really puts this defense over the top, in my opinion, with Alex Highsmith, TJ Watt, and then you have an elite Mike back in the middle like a Ryan Shazier, like Devin Bush was supposed to be like a Ryan Shazier, but never turned out to be. So, yeah, Mike Tomlin has earned his right to have to play out his contract. And shit, I even say we ain't gonna fire Canada. So I just had to get a little rant up here because I see it every day in my comments. Every day, it never fails. It never fails. I get a fire Tomlin, a fire Tomlin. It never fails. And usually, these fire Tomlin people on my Facebook. I hate to get political because I know when I post political posts on my Facebook page, you people get all butthurt. You get bent out of shape because you don't like to hear the truth. You don't like to hear the facts. You don't like to hear logic. You don't like to hear reason. You don't like to hear common sense, man. But, pretty much every Tomlin hater has a Make America Great banner on their Facebook. So you tell me why they want to get Tomlin fired. Because like I said a million times before, we know goddamn well it ain't the motherfucking resume. So what is it? So here we go, Steelers, and I'm out.